I've earned 30 plus certifications, and I'm here to guide you to success on your exam. Welcome to the Ultimate CIS-HR Exam Masterclass. Are you ready to crack the CIS-HR exam in one go? You're in the right place. In this session, we'll arm you with powerful insights and hand-picked questions that can make all the difference in your exam performance. We've scanned the web using intelligent crawlers to gather the most critical and high-impact questions, all compiled into one powerful PDF resource. You can download it from the link in the description. Not only will we explore these must-practice questions, but we'll also share real exam experiences and pro tips to give you that competitive edge. Let's dive into the key questions that could shape your success. Question 1. An HR admin without the system admin role can do what? Choose 3. A. Grant roles to users or groups. B. Modify the HR administration properties. C. Reset user passwords. D. Create HR criteria. E. Configure business rules. F. Add users to groups. Correct answer B, D, and F. Modify the HR administration properties. Create HR criteria. Add users to groups. Explanation. HR admins can configure HR settings, create HR criteria, and manage groups. They cannot manage roles, passwords, or global business rules. Question 2. After the HR admin, SN_HR_core.admin role has been removed from the admin role, how may a user with only the admin role add members to HR groups? A. The admin must elevate their role to security_admin to add members to HR groups. B. The admin follows the same process as with any group membership change. C. The admin can no longer add members to HR groups. D. The admin must impersonate an HR admin to add members to HR groups. Correct answer, C. The admin can no longer add members to HR groups. Explanation. Once HR roles are decoupled from admin, only HR roles can manage HR groups. Admins lose direct access to HR group memberships. Question 3. If you have both admin and HR admin roles and wanted to configure an access control for the Employee Relations Cases table, what must first be done? A. Add the delegated developer role to your user record. B. From the user drop-down in the banner, elevate your role to security_admin. C. Manually add the security_admin role to your user record. D. Nothing would need to be done. Correct answer B. From the user drop-down in the banner, elevate your role to security_admin. Explanation. Modifying access controls requires security_admin elevation. This ensures sensitive HR access rules are controlled securely. Question 4. What type of information does the HR profile contain? A. Personal employee data. B. Group membership and role information. C. User login and department information. D. A user's password. Correct answer A. Personal employee data. Explanation. HR profiles store employee details such as personal and job-related information. Passwords and login data remain in the user table. Question 5. How many user criteria records may be applied to a single KB or KB article? A. Only 2. B. Only 3. C. Unlimited. D. Only 1. Correct answer, C. Unlimited. Explanation. ServiceNow allows unlimited user criteria for knowledge bases or articles. This provides flexible access control across users. Question 6. In the base ServiceNow instance, how are user criteria used? A. To control which users can access the HR case application. B. To control what a user sees in the information and suggested reading widgets. C. To control read and write access to knowledge bases and articles. D. To control which users can access the HR service portal. Correct answer, C. To control read and write access to knowledge bases and articles. Explanation. User criteria restrict who can read or contribute to knowledge content. They directly control KB and article permissions. Question 7. Which of the following are true for an HR application as it relates to the user, cis_user, table and the HR profile, sn_HR_core.profile, table? A. Both are required. B. Only HR profile table is required in HR. C. Either are required. D. Only the user table is required in HR. Correct answer A. Both are required. Explanation. HR relies on both cis_user for login data and HR profile for employee details. Together they provide a complete HR record. Question 8. In the base instance, what determines the conditions a case must meet before it can be assigned to an agent? A. Matching rules. B. Client rules. C. ACLs. D. Escalation rules. Correct answer A. Matching rules. Explanation. Matching rules define assignment logic for HR cases. They ensure cases are routed to the right agents automatically. Question 9. What role is required, at a minimum, to view confidential HR profile data? A. HR admin, sn_HR_core.admin. B. HR basic, sn_HR_core.basic. C. LE admin, sn_HR_lib.admin. D. HR manager, sn_HR_core.manager. Correct answer B. HR basic, sn_HR_core.basic. Explanation. The HR basic role provides access to confidential profile details. It is the minimum role needed for viewing HR data. Question 10. What types of HR document templates may be created in ServiceNow? Choose 2. A. Document templates. B. Word document templates. C. PDF document templates. D. Text document templates. Correct answer A and C. Document templates. PDF document templates. Explanation. HR supports document and PDF templates for automation. Word or plain text templates are not supported directly. Question 11. What are the advantages of removing the HR admin role from the system admin role after the HR implementation tasks have been completed? Choose 2. A. This ensures that HR has control over further HR configurations. B. The HR admin role should remain a part of the system admin role. C. This ensures that confidential HR data is only accessible to users with an HR role. D. It is not necessary because the system admin always has access to all HR data. Correct answer A and C. This ensures that HR has control over further HR configurations. This ensures that confidential HR data is only accessible to users with an HR role. Explanation. Removing HR admin from system admin keeps HR data private. It also ensures only HR roles manage HR configurations. Question 12. What does ServiceNow now call the HR application? A. HRDS-HR Deliver Service. B. HRSM-HR Service Management. C. HRMS-HR Management System. D. HRSD-HR Service Delivery. Correct answer D. HRSD-HR Service Delivery. Explanation. The modern ServiceNow HR application is called HR Service Delivery. HRSD reflects its service-focused design. Question 13. What defines an employee's access to the HR Service Portal/Employee Service Center? A. Group membership. B. User criteria. C. HR criteria. D. Client roles. Correct answer D. Client roles. Explanation. Client roles define access to the Employee Service Center. They determine what HR services an employee can use. Question 14. What kind of records do HR requests create? A. HR incidents. B. HR files. C. HR problems. D. HR cases. Correct answer D. HR cases. Explanation. All HR requests are logged as HR cases. Cases allow tracking, workflow, and resolution of HR-related issues. Question 15. In the HR Guided Setup module, why are some tasks locked in the task view? A. They require an elevated role to access. B. They are deprecated tasks that should not be completed. C. They require other tasks to be completed first. D. They require a plugin to be activated first. Correct answer D. They require a plugin to be activated first. Explanation. Some guided setup tasks depend on plugins being enabled. Locked tasks unlock once the necessary plugin is installed. Question 16. How can an HR administrator or content writer limit which employees will see content on the Employee Service Center? A. All employees will see the same information. B. Client roles automatically limit what is visible to employees. C. Using user criteria. D. Using HR criteria. Correct answer D. Using HR criteria. Explanation. HR criteria is used to target HR content visibility. It controls which employees see specific articles or services. Question 17. If the audience field has been configured on a lifecycle event activity, what will the system do if the subject person does not meet the criteria for that activity? A. The activity must be manually closed by the HR professional. B. The lifecycle event will be cancelled. C. The activity must be manually closed by the subject person. D. The activity will be skipped. Correct answer D. The activity will be skipped. Explanation. Lifecycle event activities are skipped if the audience criteria is not met. This keeps workflows efficient and relevant. Question 18. The ServiceNow SIM methodology is based around what generic methodologies? A. Waterfall and Rapid Application Development (RAD). B. Agile and Waterfall. C. Prince. D. Scrum and XP. Correct answer B. Agile and Waterfall. Explanation. ServiceNow SIM blends Agile and Waterfall. This hybrid ensures structure while allowing flexibility during delivery. Question 19. If an HR services needs to be accessible to employees on the Employee Service Center, what field must be completed on the HR service? A. Checklist. B. Fulfill instructions. C. Lifecycle event type. D. Record producer. Correct answer D. Record producer. Explanation. An HR service must have a record producer. This allows employees to request the service from the service center. Question 20. HR profiles may be created for multiple employees using conditions and criteria in which module? A. Create human resources profile. B. Create new case. C. Generate HR profiles. D. Bulk cases. Correct answer C. Generate HR profiles. Explanation. The Generate HR Profiles module supports bulk profile creation. It applies conditions and criteria for efficiency. Question 21. User authentication and instance restriction are examples of what type of security? A. Physical security. B. Roles and groups. C. Contextual security. D. Platform access. Correct answer D. Platform access. Explanation. Authentication and instance restrictions are platform access controls. They protect login and system-level security. Question 22. If the HR service does not have any case options specified, HR documents must be manually generated for the HR case. In this situation, who is able to generate an HR document for the case? A. Any HR professional. B. Only an HR admin. C. Only an HR manager. D. Only the assigned to person. Correct answer D. Only the assigned to person. Explanation. Only the assigned HR professional can generate HR documents. This ensures accountability and data confidentiality. Question 23. When does the HR template populate information on the HR case form? A. When the open for person is selected. B. When the assignment group is selected. C. When the HR case type is selected. D. When the HR service is selected on the HR case creation form. Correct answer D. When the HR service is selected on the HR case creation form. Explanation. HR templates populate when the HR service is chosen. This ensures the case form is pre-filled with the right details. Question 24. The HR profile table is used to track information for what employment types? Choose 3. A. Other. B. Potential employee. C. Full-time employee. D. Temporary employee. E. Spouse. F. Contractor. Correct answer C, D, and F. Full-time employee. Temporary employee. Contractor. Explanation. HR profiles track active worker types such as full-time, temporary, and contractors. Non-employee data like spouses are excluded. Question 25. If the cis-hrsd application is scoped, why can the system administrator initially access all HR applications after the plugin has been installed? A. When the HR plugins are installed, the necessary HR roles are added to the admin role. B. The roles were manually granted by a ServiceNow security user. C. The admin will always have access to all HR tables and data. D. The roles were manually granted by an HR admin. Correct answer A. When the HR plugins are installed, the necessary HR roles are added to the admin role. Explanation. Installing HR plugins automatically adds HR roles to admin. This allows setup before roles are separated for security. Question 26. Scenario: you have an existing ITSM customer who is now implementing HR Enterprise. In UAT, they discovered that they get an error message about a read operation from the HR scope to the global scope being denied. You have verified that each script include was written correctly. What else must be done to allow the script includes to work in the HR application? A. The status of the associated record on the application restricted caller access list must be set to denied. B. You must create a custom ACL to allow the script includes to work. C. The status of the associated record on the application restricted caller access list must be set to allowed. D. You must change scope for the script includes to work. Correct answer C. The status of the associated record on the application restricted caller access list must be set to allowed. Explanation. Restricted caller access must be set to allowed. This enables cross-scope access for HR to use global script includes. Question 27. If an HR service will only be used internally by HR professionals, what is the minimum configuration needed? A. HR service and HR template. B. HR service, HR template, and record producer. C. HR service. D. HR service, HR template, record producer, and lifecycle event type. Correct answer C. HR service. Explanation. For internal-only HR services, just the HR service record is required. Templates and producers are optional. Question 28. The knowledge bases search for the knowledge results section on an HR case are determined by what? A. Contextual search configuration. B. HR service configuration. C. HR criteria configuration. D. Knowledge management configuration. Correct answer A. Contextual search configuration. Explanation. Contextual search settings decide which KBs are searched. This makes HR case knowledge suggestions more relevant. Question 29. When gathering requirements for HR services, it is best to begin by defining the service, then working upwards, categorizing in progressively more detail. What are the basic categories used? A. HR service topic details COE. B. HR service topic category activities COE. C. HR service topic category COE. D. HR service topic detail topic category COE. Correct answer D. HR service topic detail topic category COE. Explanation. HR services are organized as service topic detail topic category COE. This structure ensures logical grouping. Question 30. If a knowledge base and its articles have no user criteria selected, a user without a role can do what? A. Read and contribute articles. B. Read articles, but not contribute. C. Can neither read nor contribute articles. D. Contribute, but not read articles. Correct answer B. Read articles, but not contribute. Explanation. Without user criteria, KBs default to public read access. Users without roles can read but cannot contribute articles. Please revise full PDF 2 to 3 times for 100% success. Check the description for the PDF download link and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for upcoming episodes. Thank you.